misery, it's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
The truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger like Kung Fu. The love I feel is deep inside. The others don't matter. It's honestly us against the world. We're the perfect team. You're my dream, and I just want it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
Oh baby, if you ever need a helper, you should know that I'll be there day and night. Nobody else can love you better. I'm here just to treat you right. You're the reason I'm alive. You're the only pain I can endure. And when you're not here, you're my dream, but I just want it. Yeah, I just wanna. I just want it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
But I just want it.
Inside I knew from the start, you my bunny, I'm your Clark. From now to eternity, I give you all my heart. We are meant to be, it's clear to see. My love is bigger than I thought. I got everything I want when I hold you with my arms. The others don't matter, my love and my pleasure, the key to my treasure. Whatever's the weather, day up and night with you till I die. How many times for you I'ma try? Want you to notice the one and I know this. Perfect soulmate, I wanna show it. My best friend, she saved my life, my happy end in hard times.
Oh baby, hug it to myself, hug it to myself, hug it to myself. But I just want it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
I just want
okay.
it.
Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. To myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself. Can't get to myself.
Oh baby,
can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. And this can be the end. I won't just settle for being your friend. Our broken bond is not too late to mend. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. She said, boy, I want you to walk right, so I can give you one more chance. You're only living in your damn head. Without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive.
I need an angel to save me from myself. Holding my savior, keep my heart upon the shelf. Do you remember the things we said, the things we felt? Calling forever, for every passing moment left. I need an angel to save me from my fate. I need an angel to light the sky along the way.
your eyes the moment you looked at me. From across the room, those eyes kept following me. Something popped in my brain. Now, baby, only you I see. Feels like I'm going insane, and only you can save me. Feels like I'm drowning in ocean's blue. Baby, come on, baby, baby, come on, let's go. I'm losing control over lights in the space. Keep jumping around, all I see is your face. But you're moving closer, no time to escape. Your hand on my shoulder,
here feeling lonely, and I wanna admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, were those gonna lift me up this time? You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you, for a moment even hope that I could feel you. I see you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. I see you, for a moment even hope that I could feel you. I see you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Voice is getting nearer, heart is pumping, thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, while we got our feelings amplified. Staying till the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes. See you, for a moment even hope that I could feel you. Was to tell you that I need you. See you, for a moment even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you. Now I'm finally right here with you. Thoughts are running wild. We got a good thing going, while we got our feelings amplified. Staying till the morning, countless hours spending by your side. You look at me, I'm soaring, seeing all the truth behind your eyes.
radiation on this tiny, pitiful rock. And the fact they never told you that when your hair starts to fall out, the radiation poisoning, it's a secret with it. They never told you in the
Yeah, we said we let it go, but we settled for the last. Couldn't let you want it though. Who am I to let you down? No, who am I to let you down? If you let me walk away, maybe then we'd lose it all. No. Who am I to let you
Bench includes Brill, Donald and Bolo, who scored when these two sides last met early last season. Their talisman is in the side. He's never played Switzerland before. Rui Patricio, another player with so much experience. Jan Sommer hoping to recover from the nerves that he suffered the other night against Hungary. It all comes down to this. Two of the top 7 sides in the world rankings head-to-head. For the winner, a place in Russia. For the loser, a place in the playoffs. Who can ease their nerves by making it through at that the first time of asking? Switzerland in their change kit of all white, and they defend the end away to our right-hand side in this first half. Early touch for Lichtsteiner, the Swiss captain. He's over the top for Seferovic, who will be encouraged by the fact that he made up 2 or 3 yards on Josy Font there.
Yeah, I don't think Josy Font actually knew he was being chased down, because he was really slow going after that ball.
Behind Giroud. Now Rodriguez. Both of these sides are used to dominating possession in the matches in which they play.
Well, these lads can try and play on the nerves of the Portugal players and the fans, even now, you know, whistling whenever the Switzerland players get a touch of the ball. And if they can just take the sting out of the opening proceedings here, they'll do themselves a favour.
Eliseu with the ball inside the penalty area. It was Fabian Schär who could clear. William Carvalho restored to the Portuguese midfield tonight, laying it back for Pep. First touch of the night for Ronaldo. Giroud across the cover. Last time the two sides met, it proved to be a comfortable victory for the Swiss, but they had 2 things going for them that night: home advantage and the absence of Cristiano Ronaldo. So much of the talk before this game from the Portuguese has been it'll be different this time round, merely because Ronaldo is playing.
Well, he does make a huge difference. We saw that a few days ago in Andorra. He completely transforms this side.
João Moutinho is another of the experienced players that was rested by Fernando Santos for that match on the artificial pitch in Andorra. That's long ball forward. Rodriguez trying to win a free kick, and eventually has got one.
He was quite a strong, in fact a very strong lad, Rodriguez there, and just going down under the shove, thinking he's going to get the foul, but he doesn't immediately.
Already the first sign of a little bit of match management from the Swiss players. Giroud preparing to take the free kick, leaving it instead for Jan Sommer. Player who's hardly missed a Bundesliga game for Borussia Mönchengladbach over the last 3 years. He will be prepared to be busy this evening. Ronaldo. Certainly looks up for it, deceiving Freuler. Eliseu. A little shove on the Portuguese fullback. That free kick to give away, really, from Shaqiri.
Yeah, wasn't it just? 2 hands in the back, easy one to spot by the ref.
Ronaldo, one of the aerial targets here, with Eliseu and João Moutinho standing over this free kick. Five targets in and around the edge of the penalty area. It's bent in towards Ronaldo. One back by João Mario to stop any thoughts of a quick counter-attack. And Sommer can make a comfortable save from Silva.
And João Mario, I think, is important tonight. Really clever player. A deflection off Lichtsteiner.
Sommer will be glad just to get a good touch of the ball early on. He was at fault for one of the goals against Hungary, spilling across. All academic in that game. Switzerland had got themselves into a very commanding position even before half-time. Lichtsteiner. Calmly defended by Scher. Now Mehmedi. Rodriguez. Switzerland yet to make any inroads at all around the edge of the Portuguese penalty area.
Yeah, it's them that's looking a little bit nervous in possession. Can't keep the ball at the moment.
Strong running by Matinho, and Cedric finding some space on the right-hand side. Bernardo Silva. Matinho's cross. Lichtsteiner with the second header away, Freuler with the third. Carvalho. Fernando Santos said in the immediate aftermath of the defeat to Switzerland in Basel that the only option was to win every remaining game. He's been proved right. The side had the first 8 of those wins. Tonight, the crucial 9th, the toughest task of them all.
Certainly gone for experience, hasn't he, Jim? You mentioned the age of 3 of the back 4. It's a defence that will need rebuilding pretty soon, but for the moment he's hoping it's going to be enough to see them through.
Portugal backpedaling. And grateful to be able to clear, and Carvalho is getting the better of Freuler. Taking the free kick himself very quickly, switching the line of attack out towards that Portuguese right for Bernardo Silva. He's got Cedric making a good run. Cross not quite so good.
He's normally much better in those situations. The Southampton right back loves to get himself forward into the attacking third. Normally good crossing on the run.
Vladimir Petkovic promised that the Swiss approach would be to win the match, even though a draw will suffice. Going to have to take that goal kick again. Drew back for Sommer. He had time for the second touch that he needed. This time Scher allowed to touch the ball in the penalty area from his goalkeeper's pass. The Swiss unbeaten in 15 matches. All they have to do, extend that run to 16 to make it through to Russia. That proved tough to beat under Petkovic. They only went out of UEFA Euro 2016 on penalties. Actually got to go back to a run of 3 successive friendly defeats at the start of last year for the last time they lost.
I'd be happier with this little passage of play, managing to keep it.
And from Mehmedi, Pep's header away, only falling for Freuler. Lichtsteiner.
He's got 3 to aim at. And Jim, the width of the goal. No sign of these lads holding off there when they did get the chance to go forward. Never looks the happiest or the most optimistic.
As I mentioned earlier, it's his birthday today. Imagine how grumpy you'd look if it wasn't. Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva. He's asked a lot of Cedric, but he can wrap his foot around it. Crucial touch from Freuler. And João Mario had to retreat before coming back. Eliseu. Matinho. Cedric has seen plenty of it in the first 10-11 minutes. Turn ball from Ronaldo. Good, neat, tidy approach play from the Portuguese, but Bernardo Silva is forced away. And Cedric on his weaker foot couldn't find a teammate. Free kick given away by Andre Silva.
Yeah, but Switzerland have got to sort that out down Portugal's right-hand side. As you said, Cedric galloping forward. Mehmedi's on that side, but twice now he's not got back. He's not tracked the full-back. He's giving him plenty of space.
Xhaka. It's quite a conservative midfield three that Petkovic is employing today in the middle with Freuler, Xhaka and Gemaili. Rodriguez able to make his way forward now from left back, and he's got two targets in the middle. He wins the first corner of the night from Cedric. Seferovic and William Carvalho, normally on opposite sides of the Lisbon divide. Rodriguez with a delivery that was too deep. João Mario's clearance only out as far as Xhaka. Shaqiri able to maintain his balance and possession. And that's another Swiss throw.
Just finding their way into the game now, Switzerland.
Freuler. Freuler's delivery, a tantalising ball, just evaded Seferovic at the near post and nobody else could get there in time. Loose touch from Mehmedi wasn't capitalised on by the Portuguese midfield. Back he comes over the top from Cher. Now Mehmedi again. This is a good spell from Switzerland. Pulled back by Mehmedi. In behind Freuler and Gemaili. Lichtsteiner battles to win it back.
It's Portugal's turn to look a little bit nervy, a bit hesitant. It's going to be that kind of night.
That was excellent covering from Cher, who'd seen that his captain has just been caught out of position as part of that previous attack, and he shuffled across to the right back area to make the block. Portugal's home record pretty good, as you would expect. They've won each of their last 7 competitive matches on home soil. It's a run that stretches back to their defeat to Albania at the start of qualifying for UEFA Euro 2016. It was a result that cost Paulo Bento his job. Have, though, been beaten at home in 4 friendlies since then, most recently by Sweden back in March. Changes by and large have been used to give fringe members of the squad some match time. I don't think you can necessarily read too much into those results. It's not that long ago that they lost at home in a friendly to the Cape Verde Islands. Here come Portugal again. Bernardo Silva finding a way through and then finding three Swiss players converging on him.
Lovely ball into him, actually. Just slipped in between the lines there.
João Moutinho trying to mix it up with a long ball forward, but Giroud and Sommer got the lines of communication right. Shaqiri, who's celebrating his birthday today as well. One back by Carvalho, Moutinho, Ronaldo, Bernardo Silva. Not too much on that from Moutinho. And Ronaldo can't hide his dismay and frustration.
Yeah, that should have been an easy ball in towards his captain, Ronaldo. Switzerland more than happy to build from the back even when they get closed down.
Clever pass from Shaqiri. Ronaldo-esque, don't watch the eyes. Here's Lichtsteiner. Freuler making a run ahead of him. Switzerland just happy to maintain possession in this kind of area. Wait for openings to arise rather than try and force them open. Mehmedi wins the throw despite the claim of Bernardo Silva. Seferovic. That was a nervy touch from Eliseu. Certainly not what he intended.
No, a bit of a swinger, that attempted clearance. Could have brought it down.
They're ahead of Haris Seferovic. Had a good start to life in Lisbon. He netted in his first 4 games for Benfica, although they've dried up a little bit since then. Bernardo Silva. Eliseu. Moutinho. Cedric. Andre Silva went down inside the penalty area, a collision off the ball.
Yeah, didn't make too much of it. They're quite patient down this right-hand side, Portugal. Eventually finding the free man in Cedric. A little tussle with Lichtsteiner.
20 minutes in. Switzerland will be the happier at the moment. Jan Sommer hasn't had a difficult save to make. Ronaldo hasn't seen nearly as much of the ball as he would have liked. And Switzerland have been able to lay a solid defensive foundation. Of course, Portugal don't have to get the job done in 20 minutes. They've got 90 minutes. Talked about the importance of patience.
Yeah, they've got a well-versed shape defensively at the back. Switzerland, you can see that.
That need for patience was something that Portugal experienced just 72 hours ago in Andorra. It took them more than an hour to break through. It would have been a good little technical exercise for them ahead of tonight from that point of view.
Yeah, I mean, the pitch played such a big part that night. It was a really awful 3G, 4G, whatever you want to call it. Not the best. Just want to try and get Ronaldo involved, tie up the pitch if they can at the moment. That's been difficult for Portugal. Like most teams, they would have spoken long and hard about how do we contain him.
Well, he was rested the last time the two nations met, still recovering from the injury that he picked up in the final of the UEFA Euro 2016. He was also left out when they met in the group stages of the competition 8 years previously, when Portugal had already qualified for the knockout stages and rotated the pack that day as well. And this is the first time that he's faced the Swiss. It would be the 34th different international side that he's scored against if he was to find the net. Midway through the first half. And at the moment it's Switzerland who are edging inexorably closer to a place in Russia. And Portugal to the playoffs. Ronaldo trying to direct the traffic and urge players up in support for him.
There are times when Portugal are pressing high up the pitch, but not pressing hard enough. They're not really getting much done, not getting close enough to those defenders.
Good quick throw there from Bernardo Silva, finding Andre Silva. Ronaldo forced wide, but able to wrap his foot around it. And Giroud caught. Andre Silva leans over to apologise for the challenge.
I think he was annoyed, Andre Silva, about the ball he played out to Ronaldo. It was too heavy. And just trying to make amends, he's launched himself at the ball, and Giroud there. Such a silly challenge. Foot was high, studs showing.
Seems to have done some damage as well to Yoann Giroud, the Ivorian, who has played in a couple of World Cups for Switzerland.
Just got to calm down a bit, Andre Silva.
A little bit of tactical fine-tuning going on between Cristiano Ronaldo and João Moutinho. If Giroud isn't able to continue, they will have to call upon a defender with little experience, probably would be Manuel Akanji, the Basel centre-half, who would be the replacement, although Nico Elvedi can play at centre-half. He's also on the bench.
Shimpad should have taken a lot of that impact, but it would have hurt.
Shaqiri foul. Rare set-piece opportunity here for Switzerland. Share forward from the back. Rodriguez's delivery from this kind of situation is normally pretty impressive. He's heading into a dangerous area. Jamali attacked it. Portugal will be able to get it away and will be grateful that it was as comfortable as it was. And then the free kick goes against Freuler for a handball, for which he receives a yellow card.
Well, he was fearful they were going to get caught on the counter there, Freuler, I think, but it was a good ball and it was poor defending from that free kick by Portugal. Couple of men over at the far post. Yeah, that was a bit nervy, wasn't it?
As you say, he knew the danger of getting that wrong and took matters into his own hands. Almost literally. Here's Xhaka. And he was sent off the last time the two sides met. Lichtsteiner.
There was a fair bit of jousting out there by both sets of players.
Neat turn by Shaqiri. Here's Lichtsteiner. Again, Switzerland doing everything they can to make sure that the actual playing time within the 90 minutes is as small amount as possible. Giroud, who seems okay after that challenge by Andre Silva. Now Rodriguez. Mehmedi. It's well played by Jamali. And Rodriguez for Cher.
Not the best of layoffs there by Seferovic when it was played into him. Should have done better.
Silva finding Cedric.
Well, this time Mehmedi did go back with the right back. A real turn of pace though, Cedric, when he gets going. They've had quite a few of those chances, Jim, to put the ball in the box, but the quality's been lacking from Portugal. quite often under no pressure.
Mehmedi. Now Giroud. Might not have had an effort on goal themselves yet, Switzerland, but they've restricted Portugal to just one attempt on target so far. Job well done with half an hour on the clock. Shaqiri with a clever turn, Seferovic ends up on the deck and is waved up by referee Cunha Shaqiri. Portugal clear as far as Ronaldo. Andre Silva. Now Bernardo Silva with 3 players in field of him. One of them is João Mario. Vital interception by Giroud. Matinho. Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo trying to work the angle. He's gone down, holding his knee. Play goes on, and it's an outstanding save from Sommer to deny Bernardo Silva and Portugal the opening goal of the game.
Well, the ref was right to let play go on here. Ronaldo trying it on, but it's not an easy angle for Bernardo Silva, but gets plenty behind it. And Jan Sommer's positioning was how it needed to be.
Portugal's first corner of the night taken short. We're back in towards Ronaldo and headed away by Lichtsteiner.
He was desperate to win that free kick, wasn't he? Centre of the goal.
Great and the good of the Portuguese football here tonight. Jorge Jesus in the crowd. The hottest ticket in town, 65,000 here. Matinho. Bernardo Silva dispossessing Freuler in a very dangerous area. Now João Mario. Fashioned the pass cleverly. Pep. Rodriguez just on his heels a little bit. Bernardo Silva almost able to take advantage, and Portugal have turned over possession again. João Matinho for William Carvalho. João Mario. And Giroud forces him wide, but hasn't got possession back for Switzerland. Alessio. Matinho. Pep forward to join into the attack. This ball forward hits Seferovic. Switzerland keeping their discipline and their shape behind the ball, so well drilled, this Petkovic outfit. And João Mario's offside.
They're getting their technical players involved more though. João Mario and Bernardo Silva seen plenty of the ball last 5 minutes. Tight one, but a correct one. This was the challenge. Alessio went in strongly. Pep just trying to cover. I think it's the right decision.
Now Switzerland set up this decider with a decent victory over Hungary on Sunday. They were 4 up early in the second half before easing off and eventually winning 5-2. And those goals that they conceded ended a run of 6 consecutive clean sheets. Defensively, they've been very sound, allowing only 7 goals in the last 14 matches. When you've got that kind of record, then you'll fancy your chances of being able to go to any one game and keeping a clean sheet for the ultimate prize. Here's Seferovic. And Switzerland have their second corner.
Yeah, good defensive record, but I think they want to do more going forward, Switzerland. Get Seferovic involved more. Try and get balls into him.
Away swinger from Rodriguez. Just a little bit too much elevation on it. João Mario will try and lead the counter-attack before a superb and crucial challenge from Freuler. João Mario looks to take the resulting free kick as quickly as possible. Bernardo Silva. Now Ronaldo coming in off the right flank this time.
You can see Portugal anxious to maintain the momentum that they built over the last 5 minutes or so, starting with that Bernardo Silva shot.
Share with the long ball forward. Ahmedi couldn't hold it up as he wanted. Portugal beginning to find an increasing amount of space inside the Swiss half now. Ronaldo again having a go at Rodriguez, working the angle. Appeals for a handball as the ball came back off Rodriguez.
Whether he had his back to it, Rodriguez, whether he was aware exactly where the ball was, I don't know. Certainly stepped it up though, Portugal. Another wasted cross though. Too many of those.
Lichtsteiner's ball forward, dealt with by Font. Here's William Carvalho. Bernardo Silva. Nearly. Free kick given away by João Mario. It is Bernardo Silva rather than Cristiano Ronaldo really who's having the incisive contributions.
They won't want to see this situation too many times though. Ronaldo on the ball running into the box. It comes kind of off the upper arm, shoulder of Rodriguez as he tries to get up, but I'll tell you what, he's lucky to get away with that.
The fact that he had his back to it will have saved him, but you saw from that second angle, he knew exactly where it was.
Yeah. A little glance up.
Silva. Better ball, but still very comfortably claimed by Jan Sommer. He's only conceded in 2 of his 8 European qualifiers within this campaign. Even as we approach half-time, there's no real discernible climb in the tension emanating from the supporters.
No, I think they've seen enough from their players last 10 minutes or so to be more encouraged.
And Ronaldo onside here, despite the claims of Lichtsteiner, who forces him wide and blocks the cross very well. Freuler does the rest. Back from Font. Here's Eliseu. And goalkeeper's come out and it's gone in. João Mario will claim it. Portugal lead. They have the breakthrough before half-time. And the whole position changes. One perceptive cross. And the goalkeeper, who made a mess of one 72 hours ago, hasn't covered himself in glory there. He and Giroud going for the same ball, and it ends up in the back of the net. To everybody's delight, be they Portuguese or American.
Yeah, we spoke about wasting opportunities when Portugal had had the ball wide. Poor crosses into the box. This certainly wasn't. Has it come off Giroud in the end? It might well have, but Jan Sommer tries to be positive but gets nowhere near to claiming it. Eliseu's ball was a nightmare to try and defend. And it's a nightmare scenario for Switzerland here.
The whole complexion of the match is turned around. Johan Giroud's own goal. Portugal leads Switzerland 1-0.
There have been signs of it coming. Portugal had turned up the heat, much more potent going forward, more intent to the play. They'll claim they deserve this lead.
Silva with a header, and the handball came from Freuler.
No doubt about that.
So what response will there be from Petkovic's men, who now have to come out? It certainly won't be gung-ho attacking. That's not in their nature, as can be seen from the fact that Portugal scored many more goals than Switzerland against the same opposition over the rest of the group. Can't afford to come out and attack and concede a second goal, from which point their hopes would all be written off, really.
It's a nice scenario, though, for the neutral. Not many of those in this stadium tonight, but as you say, that's going to force Switzerland's hand a little.
Well, I think we know whose masked Madonna's colours are nailed to, certainly. The European champions are 45 minutes away from a place in the World Cup finals. Switzerland still waiting for their first attempt of the night. Will it come from here? Only after a fashion. Hooked wide by Seferovic.
Yeah, difficult, half-hearted effort, really, because it was such an impossible thing to try, but They'll just be anxious to get in now, the Switzerland players particularly, and calm down, have a chat and reorganise. See if they can ask more questions of that Portugal rearguard.
Just one additional minute to be added on. Shaqiri. Caught by Eliseu, who picks up a yellow card.
Shaqiri made sure the ref knew all about this. He nearly rolled out the stadium.
Well, they couldn't get a half-time lead against Andorra, but they have a half-time lead against Switzerland. Eliseu.
mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
You are still in my mind. The truth is so hard to find. With all the things that's going on, I lost track, I felt so strong. I got you on my mind, but something's been done wrong. Sometimes I've been thinking of what to make of me and my memories. Sometimes I've been thinking of, dreaming of what it could have been besides memories. 'Cause I still need you.
They only had 2 attempts on target. They have the lead, and Switzerland, who are yet to have their first attempt on target of the night, know that they have to be more proactive in the second half to keep their hopes of automatic qualification alive.
At times in that first half it was Switzerland that was just trying to slow down the play. We might see Portugal doing that in this second.
Confirmation, incidentally, of a half-time change made by Switzerland. Zakaria, you can see on the right-hand side of your picture, just in the centre circle, number 17, to replace Freuler. Xhaka working it wide for Rodriguez. Shaqiri. Seferovic waiting if they can get the ball across. Shamaili's in there as well. A touch from Carvalho, not the best. And here is Zakaria. First contribution from him is impressive. Just ran out of room. Eased out of the way by Eliseu and off balance. Couldn't supply a potent cross.
It's not a bad opening gambit for the sub, that. I thought he'd slip past Eliseu here.
Well, the last major tournament that Portugal didn't feature in was the 1998 World Cup. Since then, they've reached 5 major semi-finals, 2 European Championship finals. Destined to continue that record as things stand. And João Moutinho. Space for Bernardo Silva. Giroud going across to try and block the cross, which ends up on the roof of the net. No harm done from a Swiss perspective. And we talked about the way that Switzerland would approach this. Now the boot is on the other foot. All Portugal have to do from here is draw.
Yeah, and they've got the players, such as Bernardo Silva, to hurt Switzerland on the counter. Ronaldo, we haven't seen his best as yet. You certainly can't discount him. So it's a fine line Switzerland have got to tread here.
Beautifully done by Carvalho. João Mario. Cedric happy to let the ball run out of play for a Portuguese throw.
It was a neat bit of play by the big midfielder. This second half's going to feel like a couple of hours, I think, to him. Switzerland's turn to complain to the ref that the opposition is taking too long at the restart.
Schär. Lichtsteiner. Good strong running by the right back. William Carvalho blocked him off, and the free kick is given. Lichtsteiner asking for the yellow card to be shown.
He's definitely pulled him back, and Lichtsteiner makes the most of it, but nobody wants to see that.
opportunities from open play have been few and far between. What can they do from this set piece? The Swiss support willing them on. Shaqiri stands over this. He's gone for goal. Rui Patricio read his intentions.
He's trying to deceive the keeper. Might have got a touch off Severovic on the way. That would have made things more difficult.
No problems for Rui Patricio, who's only conceded 4 goals in his 9 matches in this campaign. Shaqiri losing out here to João Mario. Ronaldo lurking with intent. Lichtsteiner can steer it away. Back for Ronaldo to Eliseu. Kept in by Lichtsteiner? No, not quite. Foul by Lichtsteiner, and then was there an inadvertent collision between the two in the immediate aftermath of that? Lichtsteiner's protesting his innocence to João Mario. It's Silva that's down hurt.
Well, he's been at the centre of things lately, Lichtsteiner. He's maybe just trod on his finger. Andre Silva making the most of it. I just knocked his face as well. Things getting a bit tetchy out there.
Stakes are high. Both sides, irrespective of what happens tonight, will expect to get through. Some with a good punch clear.
Yeah, maybe he'd have been better served punching that Eliseu across instead of trying to catch it under pressure.
Here's Eliseu again. Now Ronaldo. And Lichtsteiner ensures that he can't get the cross in. It's good defending.
He's been good tonight, Bernardo Silva. One of the younger generation. Maybe in that Portugal shirt for quite a few years, I think.
He plays with a real swagger at his best, which we've seen both for Portugal and for Manchester City in recent weeks. Here's Ronaldo. And it was Giroud that got in the way. Nice turn by Shaqiri, but he just presented it to Eliseu ultimately. Andre Silva. And the first real sight of goal that Ronaldo's had. If he scores tonight, he'll become only the 5th player in the history of the men's game to score 80 international goals. Has averaged a goal every 45 minutes in this qualification campaign, an outstanding record.
I think he knows all about those individual records. Going into this game, he'd have been aware.
Here he is this his moment? Not this time.
No, it's not quite clicked for him tonight. It's been left to some of his teammates to carry the fight. But plenty of time still.
Now, Fernando Santos was asked after the Andorra game why he'd been left out of the starting lineup, and most people had anticipated that it was merely because of the yellow card that could have caused a problem. Had he been booked, he would have missed this game. The coach said that there were concerns about his fitness, that in the 2 days that he trained prior to the game in Andorra, he hadn't been at 100%. Back from Ronaldo to Carvalho. Ronaldo again.
It's been a good 10 minutes, start of this second half for Portugal.
Bernardo Silva. Moutinho. Silva. Silva! That's surely enough. 2-0 to Portugal. Andre Silva with the goal that all but cements their place in Russia 2018. 2 goals in a 15-minute spell either side of half-time. And Switzerland's 100% record is in tatters. They surely can sign to the playoffs now. Portugal know their destiny, and their destiny is a place in the World Cup finals.
Yeah, they've looked a much better side this second half, Portugal, much more accomplished. It's a lovely move, but look at the spare red shirts. Andre Silva, nice bit of composure, doesn't panic, wants his control, gets away from him a touch, keeps his head. Once again, though, Bernardo Silva at the heart of it, supplying the pass, the killer pass and the killer goal, I think. He notched from a similar position in Andorra, didn't he, a few days ago? This one will taste a lot sweeter.
Vladimir Petkovic looks on. The side have scored in each of their last 10 games, but have 2 in half an hour to find here. No way through for Ronaldo. Xhaka saw to that. Shaqiri. Alessio losing out. More urgency now from Switzerland in possession.
Surprising how they've come out for the second half, though, Switzerland. Far too lethargic. You're thinking they're chasing the match. Petkovic, you'd imagine, would have got into them a little bit, tried to rouse them.
Next time a foul by Andre Silva. They wanted to take the free kick quickly. They'd taken it from the wrong place. Silva's okay. His goal, incidentally, means that he's scored in the last 3 matches, and he and Ronaldo combined have now scored more than Switzerland in this campaign. Ronaldo Jr. delighted. Dad's destiny next summer, another World Cup, another chance for more records. From an individual standpoint, he needs a goal tonight to tie Robert Lewandowski, whose goal for Poland against Montenegro on Sunday leaves him 1 ahead of Ronaldo in the battle for the leading scorer in qualification. Lewandowski's tally of 16, an all-time record.
There's always a tendency to label Portugal not a one-man team, but they're so dependent on their star man. Well, tonight they haven't been. They weren't in the European Championship final, were they? Went on to win without him on the pitch. And any coach will be glad of that.
Andre Silva making it back for Giroud. And Pep brought down.
They've certainly not pushed Pep and Josy Font hard enough tonight. Nowhere near hard enough, Seferovic and his colleagues.
You talked earlier, Alan, about the dilemma facing Switzerland and Petkovic and their approach to tonight, knowing that a draw was going to be good enough. When you start with quite a conservative outlook and aspect, as they have done, it's often a lot more difficult just to go up through the gears than it is if you come out more proactively to start with.
No, it is. It's hard to turn it on just like a tap, and of course he's not blessed with loads of attacking options off the bench, so it's a difficult one.
Shares clearance finds Xhaka.
It's a tough score though, isn't it? If you win your first 9 qualifiers and you don't end up winning the group. And then again, Portugal would say the same if they win their last 9.
Switzerland haven't got into that kind of position nearly often enough to end up with an end product like that one from Mehmedi. You'll be unsurprised to hear that no side has ever failed to qualify for the World Cup or indeed the European Championships if they've got 27 points in the group stage. It's not a record that Petkovic would want, and of course they still have the opportunity of qualification through the playoffs.
There were more goals here, I think, for Portugal tonight. Switzerland looking lacklustre.
And that, of course, could have a knock-on psychological effect on Switzerland for the playoffs, which take place in the first half of November. Switzerland already have a fair idea of who they would be playing in the playoffs if that is to be the outcome. They can't find a way back in. Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland are definitely 2 of the potential 4 opponents, and in all likelihood Greece and Sweden will end up being the other 2. Both of these teams came into this match tonight knowing that they would be seeded for that draw, so would definitely avoid Italy or Croatia in the playoffs, whatever happens. Seferovic. Rodriguez hooking it in. Cedric very calmly preventing the corner. Only takes 1 Swiss goal for the whole feel of it to change again and set up a grandstand finale.
No, you're right. At the moment, precious little sign of that coming. Portugal will be pleased with the way that they've reacted since getting the second. And the lack of reaction, really, from the Swiss.
Rodriguez. Jamali making the near post run, but Font was there first. His former Southampton teammate is able to bring it away, and then the free kick is conceded by Mehmedi.
Was at the heart of things again. Bernardo Silva whacked to the head for his troubles.
Blom Jamaili makes way as Switzerland make their second change. And it's the winger, Steven Zuber, who scored twice in a 6-minute spell against Hungary on Saturday, who is going to come on. Mehmedi also replaced. And Bril Donald Mbolo is the man who's on for him. So a straight swap on the wing and a striker for a midfielder. Petkovic has played his cards now, having made a change at half-time as well. That's all three. Here's Mbolo. And scored the last time the two sides met, 13 months ago. Shaqiri. Oh, the deflection steers it wide. Seferovic just trying to feather the shot and try and divert it past the goalkeeper. Not too far away from doing so.
No, I think it was quite close. He had to react quickly here, the centre forward. He was offside actually, but it's academic. Well, at least that's better from Switzerland. It's got to be now.
As Eliseu continues to receive treatment.
Well, played a big part in that opening goal, did the left back. Look at the space Moutinho's got on the edge of the box to pick out Bernardo Silva.
Johan Giroud credited with the own goal. Eliseu unable to continue, and that means that there will be a straight swap at left back, and Victorino Antunes, who's not played since this time last year, comes on. Left back who plays his club football in Spain at the moment for Getafe. He's on loan there from Dinamo Kiev. Shaqiri. Zakaria for Xhaka. Now Rodriguez. Oh, cleverly done. Rodriguez with the delivery. And Mbolo just couldn't quite adjust his feet quickly enough to be able to bring it into his stride. And here's the danger of Switzerland committing bodies forward to search for an equaliser. They leave themselves prone to a counter-attack. And Zakaria was left with little option, really, other than to take a yellow card.
Yeah, I think he felt he's got his body goal side, and it was just his superior strength there that won the duel. Didn't do a lot at all. A little shove, but when it stops the counter-attack, the ref's always going to produce a yellow.
The likes of Renato Sanchez and Gelson Martinez, just with a watching brief tonight. Gelson Martins might consider himself a little bit unlucky. He was taken off at half-time to accommodate the arrival of Ronaldo in that match against Andorra. What response will there be from Petkovic's men with 20 minutes to go? They've still only had 3 attempts in the entire game. Yet to force Rui Patricio into a difficult save, and Mbolo has fouled Antunes here.
Yeah, he's quick, he's direct, Mbolo. He's a little raw, but they had to make the change.
Zakaria. Switzerland are finding possession easy to come by, but can't get the ball into areas where they can do some damage nearly often enough. And Rodriguez does well to win it back, over the top from Xhaka. And ultimately away from Zuba. Much has been made of the real team ethic that Switzerland possess. One of the strengths in their campaign has been that the goals have come from all manner of sources. They've had 14 different players find the net so far. Need some inspiration from somewhere. Will it be this man, Embolo? Seferovic. That'll be a corner. And it's Switzerland's first since they went behind. Kind of sums it up, really.
Yeah, it does. Those Portugal players probably a little surprised, pleasantly so, at the lack of quality from the opposition at the moment.
This is a Swiss side, remember, who've won 10 in a row. They've got an unbeaten record of 15 games in all competitions. Even in the European Championships, they went out on penalties and they weren't beaten. That match by Poland. And then Bolo is fouled. Some long faces in there amongst those Swiss supporters. 5,000 of them have made the journey from Switzerland to Lisbon for tonight. And it could get worse yet. Here's Ronaldo stepping round one, but not two. Zuba. Xhaka. Shaqiri. Martinez sticking his foot in to get it away from Embolo. And Xhaka winning it back by using his arm.
It's just about managing the game now, isn't it, for Portugal? And I think Pep and Jose Fonte are going to be instrumental in that with their experience. Two central defenders. Be talking right the way through now.
Haven't got a good record against Switzerland going back through the years, but this will be a third straight home win against them, and the most significant of those victories. Andre Silva on the score sheet yet again. Ends the qualification campaign with 9 goals in 10 appearances, which for a 21-year-old is some record.
You can't knock that, can you? And he's got a goal tonight when it mattered on the big stage. It was fizzed into him, and the first touch wasn't the best, but the second certainly was.
It's Andre Gomez who's come on to replace him. Just sit in a slightly deeper role. Ronaldo will now be the sole focus of the attack, with João Mario and Bernardo Silva continuing to supply the width. Ronaldo waits, just ran away from him. João Mario, Antunes. Gomez couldn't get on the end of it. Moutinho tries his luck. Switzerland able to clear. Nambolo.
It's a lovely bit of football down the right-hand side there.
I think if you take a straw poll of who the potential winners of the World Cup will be, Portugal's name might not be mentioned too many times. They do have that mixture of old and young, as perfectly epitomised by those two gentlemen, 14 years between them. They are the European champions.
Easy to forget that, isn't it?
They're ranked third in the world as well in the current list. And they have that man. To win any World Cup, of course, you need a little bit of luck in running, but they know that they will definitely be in the top group of seeds for the draw when it's made in the Kremlin in December, which are dependent on the next set of FIFA World Rankings, which are going to be published next week. Top 7 in that list, along with host Russia, will take a place in pot 1 and consequently avoid the other high flyers in the group stage of the World Cup itself. Switzerland had won today, they also would have been in pot 1. If they end up qualifying from here through the playoffs, they will now be in pot 2. So these two could meet again in the group stage of the World Cup. Here's João Mario. Appeals for a penalty, fall on deaf ears. It just took a little double touch, as you can see the referee indicating.
Yeah, I've had a few handball issues. I don't think that one really totally accidental from Johan Giroud, but that's showing us some polished play out there tonight, Portugal. They're not letting up.
Portugal's first corner of the second half. Too high for Ronaldo. It will still break. Pep with the effort. Saved by Sommer.
I think those Switzerland players know that the game is up here. There's a lack of belief throughout the visiting side.
João Mario through, Ronaldo onside.
No, that sums up his night. Doesn't look like it's going to happen for him.
And he remains one adrift of Robert Lewandowski.
He stunned the crowd there, the fact he didn't manage to score.
He almost started celebrating as soon as the ball got to his feet and the flag stayed down. Good goalkeeping by Jan Sommer. Here's Rodriguez. João Mario. Definitely flicking it away from Lichtsteiner. And free kick given for a foul on Cher, which he took exception to. Andre Gomes, the guilty party. Well, there have been very few signs of it arriving, but with 10 minutes to go, if Switzerland were to score, then you never know. It sets up a grandstand finale.
That's right, a goal out of nothing. It totally changed the complexion of the match. Maybe bring a few nerves into Portugal's play. I can't see it at the moment. I don't think he can.
Ronaldo foul. It hasn't been the performance of a side who've won 9 out of 9 in this group. Carvalho now fouled. Another opportunity for Portugal just to run the clock down. Andre Gomes. Moutinho. Ronaldo instinctively peels away, but João Moutinho can't find him. Bernardo Silva.
They have played some silky football, Portugal, in this second half. That's not a bad ball.
Ronaldo flagged offside. Might have been an old-fashioned hoik over the top, but it was a very effective one. Had he just been able to get back on. Here comes Switzerland again, and Rui Patricio once more can wave it well wide. Most Swiss fans know their race is run for now.
Yeah, that is. We've not seen a team that's won its first 9 matches and has played some really good stuff defensively, have been really sound. Come the crunch tonight, they've not turned up.
Of course, ultimately, it's going to go down to the difference in potency that Portugal have had against the lesser opposition within the group, because they're going to be tied on 27 points at the top of the group. Portugal's goal difference far superior. And theirs is plus 28. Switzerland's plus 17, so it's not even close. There's an average of a goal a game in the other matches they've played, a goal and a half a game. Lichtsteiner. It's a better ball in. No shortage of targets for it in the middle. Seferovic trying to keep it alive. Had the presence of mind to take his time, and then Ronaldo wins the free kick, and Switzerland again find their attack blunted.
Yeah, good free kick to win that. Just to slow things down again. You can't have too many worries going into this last 6 or 7 minutes. But you never know in this game. Just got more creative players, haven't they, than Switzerland? It's an obvious thing to say, maybe they've got Ronaldo as well, but more players such as Bernardo Silva and Moutinho, João Mario, that can open the door. Switzerland have been severely lacking those sort tonight. Shaqiri they would look to, but he's not been able to produce.
Here is Shaqiri. Lichtsteiner. Just hanging a high, hopeful ball forward. Zakaria back for Shaqiri. Zuber trying to get the better of Cedric. And Rui Patricio makes a comfortable stop. I think a few of the Portuguese squad think they've got a little bit of unfinished business with the World Cup. Their last appearance in it was hardly a triumph, eliminated in the group stage, having been well beaten by Germany in their opening match, and came within seconds of losing to the United States in their second game. Have had a really checkered history on the world stage, reached a couple of semi-finals in 1966 and 2006, but they haven't won any other knockout matches in the history of the competition. And certainly be a team you'd want to avoid in the draw. Here's Ronaldo. Sommer off his line quickly, and his hands were quick as well. Share. Giroud coming out from the back, which isn't his natural game. Xhaka. Zuber. He's had some nice touches since coming on. Zakaria. Back to Zuber. Quickly crowded out by three Portuguese players, and Cedric can win a goal kick.
Yeah, as well as that creativity. Such a hard-working team, Portugal. They showed that in the Euros. They will work for each other, fight for each other, and they've got a steeliness to them as well these days.
Easy to forget now that they really had to grind out some of the points that they picked up in the group stages, particularly within the European Championships. Quite a one-dimensional display at times from them. Far from it in this campaign.
No, it wasn't a spectacular campaign, you couldn't say. It was at the end there when they won, but there was some pretty drab contests, but they showed an ability to get through. That's what I mean by an added steeliness to them, resilience.
Stoppage time separating Portugal from a place in the World Cup finals, and there are only 3 minutes for them to survive. Cher taking out his frustration on João Moutinho. Portugal will further disrupt the flow of the game by making a change here.
Yeah, he's stepping across Cher there, Moutinho, and he did get an elbow in the cheek.
Off comes João Mario. And Danilo comes on for the closing moments.
They've all played the part out there for Portugal tonight. Came into this match under a lot of pressure, didn't they? In front of their own fans. Had to get a win to get themselves through, and to a man. They've stepped up, shown a lot of character.
Zakaria. Excellent ball back to Rodriguez by Cher. Xhaka. Portuguese fans praying for the full-time whistle to be blown. A vain attempt to try and buy a penalty. And here's Shaqiri. Headed from Matinho, only falling for Xhaka, and Ronaldo is just coming from his blind side to dispossess him. One last chance perhaps for Portugal. And Danilo made a fantastic early run. William Carvalho, Bernardo Silva. Ronaldo waiting. They couldn't play him in.
Just too much in the end there from perhaps the man of the match for Portugal. Lisbon's going to be a noisy old place tonight, celebrating this win. A famous win for Portugal.
Portugal are in the World Cup finals. Lost the first game. Knew that they might have to win the next 9 to qualify, and that's exactly what they've been able to do. And from pretty much the first whistle of this one, their fate never really seemed to be in a precarious position. A Johan Giroud own goal 4 minutes before half-time broke the deadlock. Andre Silva scored a second in the second half. There was to be no historic 16th goal in the campaign for Cristiano Ronaldo, but they don't mind. Portugal are through. And at the Estádio da Luz, the lights have gone out on Switzerland. If they're to make it to the World Cup, they'll have to do it through the playoffs. Full time, Portugal 2, Switzerland 0.
I ain't feeling lonely, and I wanna admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, with those gonna lift me up this time. You were the only one who got me tripping up inside. All the words you told me, am I reading something different from your eyes? See you, for a moment even hope that I can feel you. See you, all that I wanted was to tell you that I need you.